I used to think more stuff meant more happiness. But after diving into minimalism, I realized how wrong I was. In fact, the average American household has over 300,000 items in it. And yet, studies show that owning more actually leads to more stress and dissatisfaction. Sounds crazy, right? When I first started decluttering, I didn't just clear out my home, I cleared up my financial life too. The change was shocking. A study by the National Endowment for Financial Education found that 60% of Americans say they don't feel financially secure. What if we could fix that by buying less and living more intentionally? In this video, I'll show you how embracing minimalism transformed my relationship with money. From saving more to feeling richer with less, I'll share the surprising benefits that I never expected. Stick around for a fresh perspective that might just change how you look at your finances forever. Chapter 1. When I first embraced minimalism, one of the most impactful changes was the way I approached my money. Instead of mindlessly swiping my card, I started to ask myself, does this purchase align with my life goals? The difference was immediate. A study from the University of California found that people who practice mindfulness in spending tend to save more and feel less stressed about their finances. By getting rid of extra subscriptions and unnecessary purchases, I created more space in my budget for things that truly matter. It's not just about cutting expenses, it's about focusing on the things that bring real value. Suddenly, my wallet wasn't stuffed with receipts for things I didn't need, and I had room to invest in my future. Minimalism didn't just declutter my physical space, it helped me focus on my financial space too. The clearer my financial goals became, the easier it was to prioritize the right things. Chapter 2. The more I embraced minimalism, the more I realized that happiness doesn't come from buying more things, it comes from making intentional choices. According to a study from Princeton University, after a certain income level, more money doesn't equate to more happiness. This revelation pushed me to evaluate every purchase. Was it adding genuine value? Or was I just filling a void with temporary satisfaction? Minimalism taught me to shift my focus from owning things to investing in experiences and relationships. I started buying fewer, better things that aligned with my values. By spending on experiences like travel or taking courses that enriched my life, I felt wealthier, even though my bank account didn't always reflect it. Minimalism isn't about cheapness, it's about intentionality. And this mindset shift has made me feel more connected to what truly brings joy. Chapter 3. One of the biggest misconceptions about minimalism is that it's about being cheap. But minimalism isn't about cutting corners, it's about making better, more mindful decisions. Take buying a new phone, for example. Instead of buying the latest model just because it's new, I started to ask, will this phone serve me better than my current one? More often than not, the answer was no. A study by Deloitte found that millennials now hold onto their phones for an average of 33 months, a full 9 months longer than they did 5 years ago. I realized that spending more on a quality item that would last longer was often the smarter choice. Minimalism teaches us to invest in the right things, not just anything. It's about buying with purpose, not cheapness. When I switched to buying fewer, higher quality items, I found I spent less over time while getting far more value in return. If you're enjoying these insights, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on how minimalism can reshape your finances. Chapter 4. Intentional spending became my new financial strategy. I created a checklist before each purchase. Does this align with my values? Will I use it enough to justify the cost? A study from Harvard found that people who practice intentional spending report higher levels of satisfaction in their purchases. By sticking to a budget and cutting out unnecessary costs, I freed up more money for the things that truly mattered. I no longer succumbed to impulse buys that brought only temporary satisfaction. Instead, I invested in quality items and experiences that aligned with my goals. Minimalism taught me to spend with purpose, not just for the sake of filling my space or momentary pleasure. Now, I feel more in control of my financial choices, knowing that each purchase serves a greater purpose in my life. Chapter 5. Minimalism opened the door to financial freedom in a way I never imagined. According to a study by the Bureau of Economic Analysis, households that spend intentionally save 20% more on average each year. This allowed me to pay off debt faster and build up savings for the future. Instead of living paycheck to paycheck, I started to see the bigger picture: financial freedom. I realized that less stuff meant less financial pressure. I stopped living for the moment and started living for the future. Minimalism showed me that having fewer things meant having more money to put into my savings and investments. By living more mindfully, I broke free from the cycle of debt and consumerism. Each decision, from dining out less to choosing quality over quantity, added up. Minimalism didn't just change my relationship with money, it gave me control over it. Chapter 6. Minimalism didn't just impact how I spent money, it also shifted how I thought about investing. When I started simplifying my financial life, I realized I had more money to invest. Instead of spending it on gadgets or things I didn't need, I redirected my funds into things that would grow my wealth: stocks, retirement accounts, and real estate. A study from Charles Schwab revealed that 60% of Americans say they don't save enough for retirement, often because they don't prioritize it. Minimalism taught me to think long-term. By focusing on investments that matter, I learned how to put my money to work for me, rather than letting it slip away on unnecessary purchases. Investing wisely became part of my minimalist philosophy. It's not about hoarding wealth, but using it effectively to create a secure future. By choosing where to put my money with purpose, I ensured it was working for me instead of being spent on fleeting desires. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone who could benefit from simplifying their relationship with money. Thanks for watching.